Okay, this is a video for 1C. It's about rational numbers. A big part of this section is knowing how to talk about fractions and decimals. Please take note, please take note of the vocabulary that you'll need to know as we go along. Below is a screen clipping from your book, and you should take notes about what each term means. So you can either pause now and look at what these things mean, or you can look in your book. But all of these terms that are in blue and these examples should be in your notes so that you know what you're talking about. All right, let's write some examples, or do some examples. So this one says, write each fraction as a decimal. Now, I would probably use a calculator to do this in every instance, but I want to show you how to do it without a calculator. So 2 1/8. Some people know that the fraction for 1/8 is 0.125. But if you don't know it, how would you figure it out by hand? You'd have to do 1 divided by 8. So I'd have to put a decimal in, because I'm writing it as a decimal. And notice I'm not worried about the 2. I'll just put that on later. I'd go 8 into 10 one time. I'd have to put another 0 and put a 2 there. 8 into 20 twice, another 0, 4 left over. 8 in there, 5. And so that's how I get the 0.125. So 2 1/8 is the same as 2.125. This one, 7/12 is a little bit harder. I'm going to do that one. 7 divided by, remember the top number goes inside, 12. And I'm going to just put some zeros here because I know this is going to go on for a little while. Okay? So I might say, well, let's see. 12 times what? Oh gosh, I don't know. 12 times what? Maybe 5? 12 times 5 is 60. The next one's 72. So I'm going to put here, I'm going to put a 5 there, maybe a 0 there. So 5 times 12 is 60. Well, 60 from 70 is 10. So you actually have to put 10 right there. I'm not really used to doing that. So 12 into 100. Let's see, I think 12 times 8 is 96. So then I'd have 4, oops, this should go here, sorry kids. Then I should have 96, I should have 4 left over. And 12 into 40 goes 3 times. 3 times 12 is 36, so 36 from 44, and now you can see it's just going to be repeating. And you can check that on your calculator. Now, how to write a repeating decimal? 7 on 12 equals 0.583 with a dot over it, or you can write 0.583 with a line over it, but we don't write 33333 and then just stop. One of those two is fine. Okay, let's just look at number 2, and it says write each number as a fraction. I think you know how to do this. This goes to the hundredths place, so this is 32 on 100. And maybe I'd go, okay, I can see that 4 goes into both of those. So 4 goes in here, 25. 4 times 8 is 32, and I'd be done with that. And this one is 4 and 601 over 1,000, because this goes to the thousands place. Like, however many decimals places are here is how many zeros are going to be there. Same, 2, 2. All right, great. Now, which is larger? For these to compare, you need to get a common denominator. So I think the common denominator is 35, or one of the common denominators is 35. And I say, okay, what did I need to do to 5 to get 35? I multiply by 7, so 7 times 2 is 14. And then what I do to 7 to get 35, multiply by 5, so that's 15. So this one's definitely bigger. That's the bigger one. Okay, that's it. The work for 1C is here. Number 17 is killer great. It's not really in our curriculum, but it's a really, really nice kind of problem, and if you have the time, you should try to work your way through it. Other than that, I've got everything written there. Put it in your notes.